What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the football capital. I am joined here with the Aussie Gooner for a bit of a transfer talk. When's the last, for anything really, when's the last time we've jumped on, mate, since the last day of the season?
Transfer talk, coffees, laughs.
That treble from City fucking scarred me a little bit. I went in a bit of a cave.
Look, it scars you, but you know what? We might get invited to another cruise.
Fuck, we might see all the trophies there, mate.
Sheikh Mansour, you did it last time for fucking sweet fuck all. Do it now for something. We'll be there. Football capital, we'll represent.
The food and drinks, mate, why not? It was actually decent that night.
We'll go there and we will make sure we represent. Yeah.
Yeah, this time we will. Yeah, this time we will. But Steve, mate, it's been a while.
Bring that Julian Lescott back. We were waiting for you.
It was all right. Evertonian legend, mate, you know. But Steve, mate, it's been a while, man. It's been a while. Obviously, the last time we spoke, it was the last day of the Premier League fucking review. So here we are. I don't know how long later.
It's been a while.
It's been a while, a couple of months.
Yeah. Not much.
What's changed, mate?
Not much, really. Transfers have come in.
Our owners are still there.
Both of them, yeah.
Both of them. Your ones are spending.
You think?
Almost £1 billion, mate, this squad.
Mate.
He's got to win the league now, Steve.
You know what I love?
He's got to win the league. Now they've got to win it. They have to win it now.
Arsenal fans are going to win the treble. Go fuck yourselves.
Oh, yeah,
Look, you know what it is, mate. They're not spending their money. They're spending Arsenal's money. So they're just saying, hey, look, this is the money you guys generated.
From all the trophies you won last year.
No. Arsenal generate a fair bit of coin.
We put pressure on Trophy.
Yeah,
that gold that we should bring back. Remember that golden?
Bring it over,
The golden bottle is back.
The only team that's actually fucking pushed City somewhere is Arsenal. It's all right. We pushed them straight to the fucking Premier League title. Get up there,
Bronx.
get that title, would you?
You fucking idiots.
And while you had to get the Champions League and fucking do the treble. But anyway, look, the Cronkies, like I've said before, they're not putting in a cent. What they're doing is they're saying, oh, you've generated some cash like you always have, but this time you can spend some.
And give it to the NFL team.
Yeah.
Let them win the Super Bowl and all that sort of stuff. What else do they have?
NBA teams, I think, Denver.
I don't know. I
think they've got the Denver Nuggets. They're doing all right.
They just won it too, didn't they?
Yeah.
They beat fucking Miami Heat, mate.
They've all won. Their American teams are doing great.
But now what's next? It's the Gooners.
Well, maybe they sell Denver and throw that money into Arsenal, and then we could, I don't know, probably buy one player.
Maybe they just get Arsenal and expand it and move it to fucking Manchester or something.
No, what you do is you make Arsenal bigger and just let it swallow every other London club. Just make the fucking stadium huge, you know?
Oh, I don't know about that.
Imagine that.
I don't know about that.
Only one team in London.
I don't know. West Ham have got more European trophies now.
Oh, West Ham ain't got much now.
Whoa, let's
what do you
That's right. Let's talk about
how we feel looking now, eh? You're looking sexy, isn't it?
We're gonna do us a favour because
now
they're gonna use that money to get Maguire, mate. So you kind of done us a little bit of a favour there, Steve. There you
go. We redeemed ourselves, eh?
Yeah, mate. So fucking Declan Rice, mate. So 105 mil. Dilly-dallied a little bit. Deal was done. Then we waited a couple of days, like what was happening. I reckon when that whole scenario was playing out of why haven't they announced him, West Ham was playing Perth Glory. So I think they didn't want to, I think they didn't want to make the announcement. Full-time whistle went, Arsenal announced him. It was a bit, I don't know if it's a coincidence.
Or it was just pinpoint,
or they made it like that. So it's like, listen, the team's playing, a bit of respect or whatever. Even the commentators are like, he's officially left the club. The club has come out with a statement. He's left the club. Everyone knew the deal was done. That here we go, this, that. We all got the confirmation, but Arsenal haven't put him up. As soon as that full-time whistle went, you saw him in the change room. You saw him with
Declan, even though Yuri Timber signed first, we would like to welcome Declan. Hey, Yuri signed first, bro. Welcome that poor prick.
Bro, what's this guy thinks he's a school teacher or something? Welcome to the class, Declan.
Can you write your name on the board?
Write your name.
And Declan can't even spell it properly. Shit. Oh, that's all right. It's all right. We'll do it for you. What have we done?
Yeah, bro, 105 mil.
It's a record-breaking fucking.
It is for
English player.
Yeah, to the Prem. Because
English player Prem, yeah.
Yeah. But bro, obviously he's not worth 105, but he is worth that to Arsenal. You know, so it doesn't really matter how much. No matter what anyone thinks, how much a player spends, he's worth that to Arsenal. And look, Arteta, if it was his number one target, he got his man. So I think as Arsenal supporters, Arsenal fans, when the manager gets what he wants, he can't really complain. Now he's got to go deal with it. If he dies on his sword, he dies on his sword. If it doesn't work out. But what do you think, bro? Declan Rice? I know it's not done yet, but that whole Xhaka to buy Leverkusen has been bubbling for...
It's done.
Is it done?
Done. Finished. He's
Are they? Are you sure? I haven't seen anything.
21.5 million pounds.
Okay, there you go. But I'm out of the loop, by the way, when it comes to transfers. I'm still in...
No, he's already got the kit, the whole lot,
inside, bro. The ITK, mate. In the know. The in the know, Steve-O. Huh?
We're going to talk about
like
that.
I didn't see it. I didn't... Yeah.
I knew you were going to remember that one, bro. If you don't, look,
mate.
When you know, you know.
Anyways, but killed me. Might have to cut this out, bro. Restart. But
we might have to drop that one. We might have to drop that one time. Just so everyone sees it. Just one more time.
But Steve, fucking hell, mate. Where were we, bro? Xhaka, yeah, okay. So he's gone. He's got a bit of cash for him. How old was Xhaka?
31.
31. Okay, so not too bad. Even though I thought the season he had last season was better than Declan Rice. I think the longevity that you got in Rice, the age, there could be a return if it doesn't go well. If it does go well as well, there's a return because of his age. So you might, let's just say he kills it. Yeah, knock on the door, Real Madrid.
Yeah.
Now we got the Saudis in town. They're just throwing money, cash at anyone. So
yeah, 190 million. Thank you very much.
That's right. Yeah. So
cash.
it's in my opinion, I always say, Steve, don't look at. It's not about the money. It is what it is. If you want to spend it, you spend it. You can't tell a rich man how to spend his money.
No. End of the day, everybody wants a good squad. They want the good players, but then they also want they want it to make sense financially now. The game has changed, and even as a fan, all the fans out there now, it's like, oh, I can't believe we spent this much money. If we went back 15 years or maybe 18 years ago, we talked about football. We didn't even talk about that.
You killed me.
I know. It's like, I had to throw it in there, bro.
We got to put it up. We got to put it up so they understand.
Guys, it's an in-house joke, but not really. We'll sort it out for you.
It's up there. It's out in the Twitter and all that and stuff.
It'll always be there. You know,
always be there.
Sometimes when you say the wrong things, you're always going to be caught up for it.
Yeah.
But 105 million for Declan Rice, a lot of people will say is inflated, and I would definitely agree. But in the market that we're in, everyone's inflated. I had the discussion with other Arsenal fans, and I said, Moises Caicedo now, Brighton want 80 million. And that's too much, just like it's too much for Declan Rice. Yeah. Fulham, Halinia, 80 million. Everyone wants big money. And it's why? Why is this happening? Well, because there is quality out there, but it isn't a surplus of quality in the middle of the park. And if you want to dance, you got to pay the band. That's just the way it is. Arsenal had their number one target in Declan Rice. And if that's the man that Mikel Arteta wanted, he's got him now. Now he needs to continue moving forward, picking his players one by one. He's got Yuri Timber. He got Kai Havertz in as well. But the Declan Rice deal, I think, for Arsenal, and when Mikel Arteta looked at this player's profile, it was about he needed a leader in the middle of the park. Now, I know Martin Odegaard is that captain, but in actual fact, we all saw it in huddles. Granit Xhaka was the guy who was commanding that team. Unfortunately, he's moved on, and Declan Rice has
What about the Zinchenko, mate? Is he group hugs in the shower, or is he still crying, mate? More tears than trophies.
Probably still crying, mate. But Zinchenko also gets involved. But I think the middle of the park, it's always about having that character. The Roy Keane back in the day, the Patrick Vieira back in the day. And not to compare quality, compare the leadership.
Yeah, do you think Declan Rice gives you that?
I do believe so. Declan Rice is a player that carried West Ham through everything. I think the reason why West Ham fans are upset for losing Declan Rice isn't just because he's a great player, but he was a good leader. Yeah. And for them, and look, I understand what it is to lose big players. We've lost Robin van Persie to you guys. We've lost numerous players to Manchester City. That happens. You look at Tottenham, Gareth Bale and Modric, both gone. This happens.
Cristiano Ronaldo, twice.
Ronaldo.
Twice. Yeah. Second time hurt.
Yeah. Well, yeah, he made sure.
Yeah, he made sure.
But, that's the name of the game. And I think West Ham, I look at West Ham in this deal. This is a lot of money for them. This is a lot of money they can use. And I think Declan Rice moving forward in the Arsenal squad depends on his partner, but I think it's a good signing for Mikel Arteta. He's got his number one target. He's got the man that he's been scouting and pushing for since January. This deal didn't just happen yesterday. It started in January.
Yeah.
And to be honest, as an Arsenal fan, this is the kind of moves I wanted my team to make for a long time.
You're talking about the partnership there.
Yeah.
Is that Rice and Havertz?
God help me.
Because it's a
Kia Havertz.
Yeah.
It's not looking good, bruv.
Yeah, I don't know.
It's not looking good.
Like it's a funny one that transfer kind of a little bit out of nowhere in my opinion. Like it's like, do you need that type of player? And like everyone, I'm sure every other podcast. I know we haven't done anything in terms of transfers. First one, but I think everyone's on the same wavelength of what is he? Is he a striker? Does he play in the false 9? Is he a wide forward in the center? Is he a 10? We're hearing things that he's going to be playing like box to box. It's just like it's all over the place. So it'll be interesting to see. And I know he played in the Nuremberg game. I didn't watch it, but from what I've heard, look, what are you going to take from a bit of a friendly game anyways? But
45 minutes and the squad completely rotated when he came on.
The first strong team in the first half. But
it was fucking phenomenal team, mate. Yeah,
it was great. You had all your boys on. Pan Nuremberg.
The whole Donkey Kong was on, and fucking mate, it was
the Deutsch fucking
mate.
They
Deutsch
too, mate.
They Nuremberg this mate.
Yeah, but it'll be interesting to see that transfer. Look, yes, we know he didn't light up the fucking, the bridge. He did get the win in the Champions League final, so if there's a positive somewhere. But you never know, man. If Arteta sees something in these players, you got to at least give it a chance, and then maybe you can get something out of him as well. But Yuri and Timber, that's a player that we were close to getting last year.
It was both. Was it Martinez and him you were going for?
No, we're going for.
Both.
Timber was the number one target. And then because we didn't get him, we went for Martinez. And the reason why...
You just guys went, you know what, we'll just take all your players.
Van Gaal says if Timber goes to Man United, he won't start in the World Cup. He did the dirty. He's still holding a bit of a grudge.
That's right.
Yeah, and he made a decision and didn't come.
Oh, he twisted him like that.
Yeah, but
that's
look,
horrible.
I think there's a good player there, to be honest. Look, of course, I'm happy with Martinez now. Obviously, he's come in. He's done well. He's only going to get... a World Cup winner now as well. So, look, with that partnership with Varane, it's been solid. Hopefully, it just gets better from now on. But Timber, bro, fantastic signing in my opinion as well. He was someone that
price tag as well was decent.
Price tag, yeah, of course, decent price tag. We were going to pay over that anyways last year.
They were pushing you guys like to the edge, trying to get maximum. I remember it was like huge, stupid money.
Yeah, and then the whole if you go there, you're not going to play in the World Cup, which is a bit. I get the grudge you have with Man United, Van Gaal, but whatever, it is what it is. Yeah, but even with him, man, plays a little sometimes on the right, central. The partnership will be interesting. What combinations now Arteta pulls off here? You might have a bit of a selection headache, which is good.
It is a very good.
Which means more players fighting for positions, which means stronger performances, stronger teams, and if it's stronger than what it was last year, you might clinch it towards the end, especially with, in terms of Yuri Timber, I wouldn't say experienced players, but with Declan Rice and, obviously there's links to more players for you guys. You never know, bro.
It's a different
Could be a bit of silverware coming your way this season with maybe the right players. I still don't see it yet from your team and the manager. But you never know, bro. You get these quality players and all you need them to do is step up. And how many times, like, you saw, like, even both of our teams, really, you got key players out and it kind of crumbles a little bit. I know you guys had Jesus out for a long time, actually.
Pretty much half season.
But when you had players like Saliba out, that's when you guys felt it. Thomas Partey's not there. You kind of felt it a little bit as well. And you saw towards the end with no Saliba, kind of them games, the few draws in a row, and the losses to City and all that. I can't remember if you played one of them, or I think you played the last one, but not the one at home. From memory. Oh, but it makes a difference when now, all right, Saliba's not there, Timber, bang, you're in the center, you can play that role, and you got proper cover, instead of, do we put Ben White there, or Ben White's out wide, or we put Holdings there, things like that. So yeah, it'll be interesting, man. Obviously, Lavia's there in the mix as well for another player in the almost that DM role. that's, definitely a good player, in my opinion. They got relegated, so you're looking, you're looking for a good price tag, I'm guessing. But I know Liverpool now are sniffing in and around that situation with him.
Well, Liverpool.
Did they put a bid in?
No, they haven't.
No bid for Liverpool yet, or they're playing?
No bid.
There's
a lot of chit chat.
Yeah.
I think with Liverpool, I don't think Lavia is their only target. It's like the Thuram thing. That wasn't the only target. I think they're still trying to figure out exactly which player.
They've got Alistair in. They got that.
Szoboszlai.
Yeah, the Wi-Fi password.
No, he's not a bad player.
Yeah, I know, but the Wi-Fi password. How you spell that?
He was linked to Arsenal last.
Yeah.
We wanted him last season, and he actually knocked.
I haven't seen him play, but I've heard a lot of good things about him. So
so have I.
They're swapping out that midfield, which we were saying for fucking donkey's years, and we got stick for it. Oh, what do you guys know about Liverpool? Guess what?
Aussies don't know nothing about soccer. No, we know about football. But
but there you go. I know they got still Thiago still there, which it does help, would help, but. Players like Milner that's left, Ox has gone. Obviously, the rumours of Fabinho and Henderson now almost leaving to go to Stevie Gerrard's.
Ana Al Nassr. Ana Steven Gerrard.
No, not Al Nassr, someone else.
Ana something else.
El Faki Kedek, yeah, whatever it is. But
yeah.
Al kebab shops. But bro, Steven Gerrard's over there trying to get his boy a big payday, 700. I don't know, 1,000 a week. I don't know in what currency.
Bro, I don't know. Dude, Hendo.
Is that rupees? Is that yen?
Hendo Dino has just he's actually exists now.
Yeah,
with the kind of paycheck
bro.
that he's got, he is Hendo Dino.
Yeah, that Brazilian. 100%. So it'll be interesting to see now. And it pisses me off because they're going to get money for these players.
Yeah, big money.
Like 10 million they said for Henderson.
Yeah,
and then
big 40 money for Henderson. That's still big money, bro. He's not worth 10 million.
And then like 40 to 45 or whatever for Fabinho. What? Are you kidding me? What has he done in that time? But if they there's 50 million there, right? Who else? I don't know who they got, if they got rid of anyone else. But bro, there's a few players there they can sell to make a bit more money. And then you're like, fuck. And like with the players that already have, they're going to get better without the injuries that they had last season. If Jota can, obviously we know what Jota can do. He can get better. Diaz, for me,
I think Diaz is a player that they can afford to sell, actually. They can afford to sell
I don't think so.
No, I think they could.
I don't think they got enough cover there. Because look.
With Gakpo?
Yeah, Gakpo. I know, but I still think like.
Darwin Núñez, Gakpo, Jota. Mohamed Salah.
Yeah, but Salah's, look, I'm not going to say his legs are gone. They're not. I'm just saying he's getting to that age now where can you rest him, save his legs for bigger games or a lot of competitions, Europa League now where you're kind of backing up with no days to spare kind of thing because they're in Europa. Yeah. You want Diaz to come fit in or like change it up with Salah's rest. They played him fucking how many games? They've burnt him out and then he becomes a player that's involved in patches. Yes, he gets the goals, but he doesn't have that impact in a game like he does. And I know people are going to say, yeah, but the 7-0, he cooked ya. Yes, I get it. Whatever. Cool story. But just in general, you know what I mean?
I think because Liverpool right now are trying to recoup so much money to try and rebuild the midfield.
Yeah.
It's okay to go ahead and say, okay, they're going to get, let's say they get 50 million now. They still need another midfielder. Let's say they push him for Lavia. Arsenal and Liverpool push for Lavia. Let's say they get Lavia.
But then again, you got to,
Let's say they get Lavia. Now their midfield is McAllister, Szoboszlai, and Lavia. That's a decent midfield.
Yeah, but how much can you rely on for a DM for a 19-year-old? You want to put all the pressure on him. Even if he goes to Arsenal, probably makes a little bit more sense where the pressure's not on you because you got a $105 million player in front of you or next to you and Havertz and...
Jorginho.
But I'm just saying that the pressure's a little bit off him where if he goes to Liverpool, it's kind of...
Baptism under fire.
Yeah, because also the other player that I was talking... What's his name? The young kid. From Liverpool. Oh, what's his name?
Why am I thinking Harvey?
No, not Harvey Elliott.
Harvey Elliott.
Is he Brazilian? I don't know if he's Brazilian.
Young kid.
I forgot his name. But he might. I think there's a possible move for him, or there's a loan move. Oh, I can't remember. I'll try to find that. But yeah, I think if he goes to Arsenal, makes a little bit more sense in my opinion. If you can't get Caicedo, obviously he's the top target, but. With the rumours with him going to Chelsea now, they're stepping up the bid from 70 million to let's see what that's going to end up being. I know they want close to 80, but if they get it or not. But still, Lavia to Liverpool to be there starting at 19. And look, we've seen 19-year-olds kick it off. Yeah, like we've seen him in the we've seen in the Premier League that he can do it.
Yeah, with Klopp,
but with the pressures at a club like Liverpool, because you're now expected to win everything again. Do you know what I mean?
Is that enough for Liverpool? Is what I'm trying to say. Is if they get Lavia, they got Szoboszlai, they got McAllister, right? How does their bench look? One of those players gets injured, just one. You can't rely on Thiago because Thiago's already injured before he got off the bus.
Yeah.
So Thiago,
mate,
and then
Arthur Melo's gone now, bro.
Arthur Melo, yeah.
Oh, he's back. He's back.
He's Melo. They were linked with Chiesa, who's a great player, but also injury prone, and he's actually got a knock on the knee. He had a problem with the knee last season, right? Before that, it was ACL. So I think if they get Lavia, they need another midfielder. They need one more. They really do, because I think the last thing you need is you got a decent starting line, a decent spine, and then out of nowhere, one injury, and it all comes apart and unravels.
Yeah.
Which is what you saw with Arsenal. So I think Liverpool are moving in the right direction right now, but I think they need a midfielder, and I do believe in my mind, I think they need a centre back as well. I honestly believe that Konate is not good enough to sit in their back line. Now, I know it's a big shout, and I don't think Manchester City would do it, but of course they're getting rid of Laporte. Right, and that would be perfect for Liverpool because I think he is 10 times better than Konate. And I think Virgil van Dijk is going to be he's going to be covered a lot better with a defender like that than Konate, because I think Virgil van Dijk he's been burnt out as well, much like Mohamed Salah. So there's two players that they need to go for, maybe three if they get two midfielders. So Liverpool have a lot of work to do and a lot of money to spend. I think they could get 50 million.
Well, they can. The thing is for them, you can just see goals in their team anyways.
Definitely.
When it clicks, you can, with the players up front they got. It's just, you're right, the midfield, and then you're also looking at maybe another centre back.
Yeah, because Trent could shift.
Are they
into the
moving? What have I heard?
There's talks about Trent.
What do you know, Steve? What do you know? I've been off the YouTube sphere.
The chat's been that Trent's going to play in the middle of the park. Now,
there you go,
now
mate.
look, that could be
so
good.
He's not a liability anymore. He's had enough of us bagging him out.
Yeah, I think he's had enough. Yeah, balls over the top don't count anymore. But but the problem you have here is if he moves into the middle of the park, that's fine. You still need yourself a quality right back to come in. You know, are you going to play three in the back now? I don't think so. I really don't think so. Is Konate going to play right back? Maybe, but he's going to be right back. He's not going to be a wing back. He's going to be a right back. So I don't know about that. But Trent Alexander-Arnold's a very talented player. He can play in the middle of the park. I can see it. I just don't think, I don't know, in my mind, I think Jurgen Klopp's going to try and keep him at right wing back, and he's going to try to find him a better partner. And I think the better partner will be someone to replace Konate. And you keep Konate because remember, it's about depth.
Yeah.
And you know, and you got competitions. Van Dijk shouldn't have to play every single fucking game. He shouldn't, because that's going to burn him out. So this is how Liverpool, I think, what Liverpool need going forward now. Time will tell. What do we got here? Fabio Carvalho. Bro, don't get me started.
See, but he says on loan. So he hasn't been sold. He hasn't been on loan. But he's been
he was
kind of a bit of a prospect.
But he was brought in to be a prospect in that position, in a defensive midfield cover. Bro? But he hasn't. He never really got the opportunity.
I don't know where he's gone. But he says he's on loan. Or RB Leipzig on loan. There you go. But yeah, that's what I was thinking about. So I thought maybe if they make some bit of cash on him, they can get someone else in. But obviously, maybe a loan move is fucking decent for him anyways. But yeah, you're right, man. Liverpool, still a lot of work to do from them. I still think that, I don't know, bro, they just find a way. So I reckon they'll still be at the moment thereabouts in terms of top four. Is there a top 5 now Champions League next season? How's this working? I think there's a top 5. One goes in on fucking merit now.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
So now Man United.
So that means Tottenham still won't get it.
Tottenham still won't get it. Yeah.
Oh, we had the best of intentions.
Do you know what? I think it's. Do you know what it is? It was a weird one. Like even if let's just
best
say
of intentions.
Let's just say if United, I don't know if it's 5th position,
right?
But it's the top 4. No, the top 4, and then let's just say,
right,
United come 12th like Chelsea did, right? So let's just say now Chelsea would have gone in because they've won it, like they've got history in the competition.
Because they had a bad season, but because of their history in this,
they're gone.
So So Tottenham still wouldn't get it.
So where maybe
Arsenal wouldn't have got it. I'll tell you that much.
Yeah, probably. No, you haven't won it yet. So
No.
But yeah, look, where do we move on to, bro? Where do we move on to?
Look, we said Chelsea.
Yeah.
Should we talk about Chelsea? Because, I mean, they've been doing some business.
Mate, big business. I don't know what business they're doing.
Your
mate.
business, my business, is their business.
It's their business.
Yeah.
And Saudi's business is also their business.
Yeah.
And it's a bit of a fucking, I don't know what's going on there. These guys,
Strictly
whatever.
business.
Bro, they found the cheat code with the 10-year contracts. Now they've got a, I don't know what it is, a sponsor from Saudi. Now they're for it. There's the owners have links or have shares in this and that, which we're gonna buy your players for millions and billions and trillions, just so your FIFA fair play, whatever it is.
Just so we can make sure that you've made some
Yeah.
coins, so,
So
that way
you're
you
in
can
the
spend
red.
some coin. You're in the red, yeah.
Yeah.
Let's
interesting.
watch this, huh? Yeah.
But yeah, man, Chelsea, huh?
Chelsea, bro. Chelsea. Look at the
Mate.
business they're doing, bro. Like I'm doing this with Chelsea. Like Chelsea. Look at, I mean, Kai Havertz to Arsenal for 65 million. If
of a
that
robbery,
isn't,
mate.
if that isn't
Yeah.
a checkmate move, like I've never seen a move that well, that well crafted. They held onto onto exactly what they wanted. They got the exact coin that they wanted from Arsenal. Arsenal came in and said 60 million, no, 65 done. They get rid of Deadwood to Arsenal, and I'm going to say he was Deadwood at Chelsea, and all I can say is hopefully he's not at Arsenal.
The thing is, right? You know what's crazy? Like, it's not that.
But he's rated. I don't understand how people rate him.
It's not the fact that you guys got Havertz in and he's had a bad season and he hasn't been
Bad season.
Okay, since he's come to Chelsea for whatever, however long. But
Hey.
the crazy part is no one else is in for him.
Nope.
And you still pay that. Oh yeah, it's a crazy one. But anyways,
Dude.
these guys are making their money back, and I don't know what system they're using, but I think some of us, they're in the wrong game, bro. These owners are in the wrong game. Chelsea, it looks like, yeah, we do what the fuck we want when we want,
Chelsea's
with whoever
the new,
we want.
Chelsea's the new Gumtree. We just put up shit for money, you know.
Shit for money.
It's like, yeah, there's a wheel nut. Yeah, $65. Sold! You know, to Arsenal.
Oh man,
Even though it doesn't fit on any car, it's all good.
They got a colorbond fucking roof that we can cover our leaks with, bro. Your one's leaking too now, isn't
That's
it?
55 million.
55 million, yeah.
That's coming.
Yeah, that's 55 million. Yeah.
We'll mount that for you.
Yeah, fuck it.
God.
Oh,
So
man,
you
yeah,
guys,
look,
you
make
guys
some
decided
money.
to go and donate to the
But
Chelsea
you know what?
charity.
Yeah,
as
we
well.
decided to donate to the Chelsea charity as well. Look, obviously, Mason Mount to United as well. We'll touch on him a little bit more when we speak about the United side of things. But, bro, like,
Moves.
Mendy, Koulibaly, one season there and see you later. Didn't live up to the expectation at all. I think he had a poor season as well.
Yeah, he did. It was horrible.
So, fucking Napoli cheering. They got the money from Chelsea. Now these guys go like, you know what, we're going to sell him for more than we bought him for.
Yeah.
Anyways, I don't know. What's his
Make it
name?
make sense, bro.
Who's the other one? The Moroccan.
Ziyech.
Ziyech.
Well, did you hear
It's
about
not- what's going on there?
Oh, what happened?
Yeah,
Listen to
it's
this,
a
right?
bit-
So Ziyech is like
The handshakes are.
I can finally.
I'm not handshaking yet.
I can finally be free of Chelsea, right? So Ziyech decides I'm gonna go do my medical. Now that was a bad idea. Hacking,
Did he
right?
get injured in his bathroom?
Because he woke up in the morning, fell over, and injured himself, and failed his medical.
No, is that what happened? Failed.
He got stuck. He got
The
stuck.
hubbly bubbly.
So just as it was all done, bro, signed, sealed, delivered, everyone's agreed. All he has to do is go for a nice stroll, make sure he doesn't get too tired, and poor Ziyech was injured, and that has sort of
Staled a little bit.
staled it a bit and hindered him.
Chelsea are spewing. Chelsea got to stay fit.
Yeah.
For one more day, just pass the
Dude,
medical.
Yeah, it would have been perfect. And now everyone's looking, going,
Yeah.
this
But
doesn't look good, bruv. You know?
there's a few more. I know they had a lot of players that remember that season where they got a transfer ban. They had like 65 million players on loan. A lot of them are now out the window. You saw
A lot
the
of
list.
releases.
A lot of releases. Not a lot of cash coming in. Obviously, yeah, the Mason Mount, Kai Havertz, the big ones, Mendy, Koulibaly, and there was another one for 18 mil. I can't remember who exactly it was. Someone else left. No, Aspilicueta left, but he was on a free, right?
Aspi went on a free. Conor Gallagher is being linked to...
He ain't going nowhere,
No,
guys.
apparently Conor Gallagher is linked to Spurs.
I don't think so.
Oh, no, he's been linked, apparently.
No, I don't think so, bro. It'll be interesting to see what they do with him, but
It's linked to Spurs for this much. 40. The same money that
4 million.
the same money
What
that
do you think
Everton...
Edge, Postecoglou's
the
gonna be
same-
giving him
the
no
the
chance?
same money that Everton were going to pay for him. Apparently, Spurs are ready to pay for. So look at the business. They needed him. They needed depth in the midfield. They didn't sell him last season. They didn't sell him last season to Everton for 40. They waited till this. They wait till the end of the season. It's all over. We used him up. Tottenham come along, 40. Look at that,
bro. Quickly going back onto the Arsenal thing. I don't know why I just got into my head.
Yep.
Bro, where are these Tchouaméni links coming from? Because the only person I've seen it is on Terry's thumbnails. He's the only one. You try to look at Tchouaméni to anyone, and there's nothing else.
Dude, it was literally a week and a half of fucking reports from fucking Spain and everything. And I actually looked in. It was a week and a half. We got flooded, and I'm like, wow, this. No,
yeah, but were there proper links like his to Arsenal? Because I'm like,
dude, it was apparently
there's
serious.
No one else. None of the big boys are posting.
That apparently Arsenal.
It's only Terry for that
Arsenal
clicks.
actually put in a bid for 80 million euro, and it was like, no, go get
way.
stuffed. We want 100 because that's what we paid for him. And I'm like, yeah, good luck. We're going to be able to pay that. And then
Ancelotti doesn't rate him. I don't know if he's still there. Is he still there, Ancelotti?
Well, the thing is, have you seen the middle of the park for them? Like they've got
Bellingham's there.
Bellingham. Camavinga, Tchouaméni,
Modric signed a 1-year deal now.
Modric. They've got a midfield.
Is Chris still there? Or did he leave? Think he left.
No, Chris still there.
Is still there? Another year deal.
Chris
another
is
year.
still there.
Someone left though. Who left? I don't know.
I'm thinking one more player I can't think of, but they've got a midfield to end all midfield. So I think at the moment, Real Madrid are looking possibly to move on players, so that means they can bring players in. Now, the Mbappe thing, I know everyone's talking about it now. Is there anything going to come from that?
Yeah.
I don't know. But if they were to get, let's say, 100 million for Tchouaméni, that does get them into the regions of knocking on the door of killing Mbappe and filling that striker's role that position that they need right now. And what a way to fill it. You know what I mean? That's not mucking around. That's dead serious.
I didn't know. I'm looking out for. I'm like, where is this rumor coming from?
Yeah.
Where is the links? Yeah. Anyways, but
That
look,
side.
with Chelsea, man. Who have they brought in?
Okay. Incomings for Chelsea. Let me think. Can I think of anyone? No. Caicedo was supposed to be the player that was supposed to be trying to get in.
Lukaku he's still a player.
Well, they don't want him. Chelsea don't want him, and I don't look.
I think can't afford him, and they want something ridiculous. Chelsea want something ridiculous.
Inter aren't willing to spend that kind of money. Inter have actually come in, and now they're looking. And this is the weird thing. After Chelsea put the price up on Lukaku, Inter came in and put a £40 million bid for Balogun.
Oh, okay.
All right, so they've looked and said it because if they get Balogun, there's no way they're going to get Lukaku, and that stuff's Chelsea.
Yeah.
And there's no way we're going to sell him for 40. But anyway, they've been moving on Moises Caicedo for a while now, and
let's see if it. Oh, here it is.
I think Moises Caicedo is going to be a great addition to their midfield. The only issue is the valuation from Brighton. I think just like the Declan Rice thing, it's inflated. Yeah. They want 80 million for him. And I understand while Chelsea are playing hardball. But in this market, I guess if you want your man, you're going to have to pay. And that's the situation that Chelsea are in at the moment with Moises Caicedo. It's really hit a stumbling block. I think it's 80% done. The player wants Chelsea. Obviously, the terms have been agreed. But I don't think Chelsea and Brighton can come to an agreement when it comes to the total package.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like 80 million is a lot for a player. Don't get me wrong. Promising. He's had one good season, and hopefully he can continue in that form. But 80 million is a lot of money, and I think they're looking to try to. Yeah.
And the money they spent previously on
Enzo.
Nah, from Brighton, Cucurella as well hasn't really 50 mil, whatever 60 mil it was. That hasn't really worked out.
No,
And so going back in and getting rinsed, but hey, it is what it is, bro. It's the game again, Steve.
Chelsea doing good business. They're holding their cards close to themselves, and no one's seeing what's going on. Caicedo.
It feels like the transfer window opened not 2-3 weeks ago. It just feels like it's deadline day, eh?
I swear.
There's like a rush. We need to get players.
Was it a movement?
The movement, yeah, everyone's jumping. Like, obviously with the whole Saudi thing now, like all players are going there. You saw like Neves, 26 years old. Like everyone was like, all right, Ronaldo, Benzema, Koulibaly, like players like that. Like Kante, N'Golo Kante.
Okay.
He's left, right, and then you're like,
Ruben,
okay.
Neves
and then once you see some of the ones with, mid-20s.
Mid-20s. Sergej Milinkovic-Savic.
Yeah.
26 years old. Quality player.
Well, now we got, and then you, like, all right, Fabinho and Henderson, yeah, okay, but they're kind of to the end of their careers, you know, in a way. But now I'll just, you know, Fabrizio Romano has put up Alex Telles, obviously still a United player. He was on loan to Sevilla.
And you know what? You wouldn't.
And look,
like,
bro, that's
whatever.
If they can give us 40 mil, 20 mil, 30 mil,
well, how much?
take it. I don't know.
How much did Hendo get?
Well, he was on 10.
He was on 10. How old is Telles?
I don't know. He'll be in his 20s.
Okay, so that means that's at least 70 mil. He's in his 20s, bro.
Hey, if we can get a packet for him, boy, cheering, you know. Swear to God, if we can get some decent coin, well, Fabrizio and Al Nassr are closing in on a deal to sign Alex Telles from Manchester United. Here we go soon. So, show me the money.
Deadwood gone.
Here now, yeah. The Saudi one, no, the Saudis, the Qataris want us, so we got no chance. Forget it.
Forget it.
$2.
No, that's it. Oh, you get? Will take
yeah, okay, Qataris going to buy you? Actually, $2.
$2?
I wouldn't take $2.
$2.50?
Nah, actually,
$2.50
like,
in a case.
Nah, I want money, bro. I want some decent money for him. I'm not taking a pack of Corona.
Do yourself a favour. Don't push it too far, because if you push it too far, then you get nothing and you're stuck with him, huh?
I'd rather be stuck with him than a case. Oh,
would you rather be stuck with him? I don't
Yeah.
think you'd be rather stuck with him. No.
I think so. I'd rather be stuck with him, because then I don't know.
Nah, I don't know,
My
man.
player what did he? I can't remember when he played on the right. Did he play on the right? He left. I can't
Was he on
remember.
the left?
I don't know, bro.
Fuck, it's been that long, eh?
It's been that long, half a season. Anyways,
That's how memorable.
yeah, that's how
was
memorable
that fucking Man
Telles
United.
is.
How old is he? Can't remember. But I
Can't
think he's in his
remember.
20s. What number did he have? No idea.
No idea. When's the last game?
Manchester United, really?
But yeah. Look, Chelsea, they're making slowly making some moves. We'll see what
Cleaning
happens
house.
now.
Cleaning
Yeah,
house,
cleaning. But they need to that. They need to maybe lower the wage bill as well.
They need a number 9. They need another
that's the one.
midfielder.
Because is Aubameyang still around?
No,
Or what?
I don't think Aubameyang's around. I don't think Aubameyang. I
Is he
think
going Saudi as well?
I think he's apparently not.
But
a
he's
player.
still on the books.
He's on the books, but I think he's one of those players
Yeah.
he's going to be gone too, because they've cleared so much.
Yeah.
He'll be one of them. He'll go with Lukaku. I think they need a number 9. They need another midfielder. I mean, Caicedo comes in. They don't need another midfielder. But because he hasn't, we'll have to say they need another midfielder. They need a striker. They need a right wing. These are the moves that they need to make now in order for them to be able to progress next
Did
season.
you go for Thomas Partey, mate?
Mate,
Because he's
I've got
there everywhere. I know
how-
you guys were talking about it. Guys, go check out
how about 80 million?
on Steve's channel. He's done a 4-hour podcast on Thomas Partey.
It was supposed to be 45 minutes, but it kind of broke out, guys, and
Yeah.
it got a bit arduous. It got a bit crazy.
45 minutes with the O at the end.
Oh, mate, it went
4
hard.
and a
But
half.
we were going
4
normal.
hours, 50 hours, closing fucking trilogy.
We were discussing it nice until it got fucking heated, and then it went all out. And I calmed it down. I had to hammer.
Yeah.
I calmed. Everyone's like, fuck. And I dropped the
Cavalry
bombs.
all came in. The cavalry. Everyone has to have the say. But guys, go check that out. But yeah, bro.
phone-in show.
The phone-in show. But bro, honestly, like Thomas Partey, yeah, it's an interesting one too,
Yes.
man. Where's he gonna go?
Well, Saudi, the
Saudi.
Saudis,
That's what I mean. If
links are strong.
The links are strong from Saudi again. Mid 20s as well. So
no, 30s.
is he 30 now?
30
I thought
to
it was.
30 going on 31.
I thought it was doing them the
He doesn't look- he-
dodgy ages,
Dude,
bro.
he doesn't
I
look
thought it
it.
was. I don't know why I thought he was 28.
He don't look it. He don't look his age. And the thing is, the Saudis,
Then you'll take it.
the Saudis,
guess.
the Saudi links at the start, I was like, yeah, okay, yeah, whatever, and I was letting it go, but it was link after link. It was Metro London. There was different fucking reporters. I'm like, what's going on here? And then it was the cherry on top of the cake, and it was like, where is Thomas Partey? He should be in America right now, and he doesn't jump on a plane. And now it's like, wait a minute, he did play in our first preseason game. He hasn't played. He hasn't traveled to America, and all of a sudden this week it's just been a flood of speculation that he has actually agreed. And one of the teams that's pushed for him, is apparently Al Nassr.
Yeah.
And the reported.
If the money is right, Steve. All about the
Apparently
Benjamins.
Arsenal asking £50 million.
Fucking oath.
And you know what? It's like, cool, we're going to make some money on him.
You should do the fucking.
Mate,
you should do the Arsene
We
Wenger.
spent 45.
50 million and £1
£1.
pound. Do that. Come on now.
We want that, yeah.
We want the £1. But yeah, it'll be interesting to see what happens with Partey
me my
now, especially with your midfield situation now, because like we said, squad depth. Someone gets injured, Partey's there, Partey's not there, could make a big difference. But yeah, look, moving on from Chelsea, obviously we spoke about Mason Mount to Manchester United.
Let's talk
Was our first signing. They gave him the number 7, Steve. The number 7, the famous number 7. So you know it's downhill now from him.
Why would you do that? Like any number under the sun.
It's a number that sells. No, it's a number that sells. Yeah. That number 7, you know, we all know what it means to the club. But let's be honest, bro. The last couple of since probably Ronaldo leaving, it hasn't really been anything special, to be honest, because you had Di Maria took Memphis Depay, Michael Owen, Valencia had it for a little bit, then goes, fuck, I've had the worst season of my life, went back to his old number. And then, yeah, you who else there, bro? Like you had, who else had that fucking 7 kit, bro?
There's been a few.
Ronaldo's come back and has got it. Who was that?
Didn't work out for him,
Didn't work out, that's what I mean. It didn't work out for him.
Retire that number.
Who the hell wore it before, man, that number 7? I can't remember. I think it was like vacant for a little bit. I can't even remember the players we had. They were just out the window. Can't remember.
Guys, in the chat or in the comments, let us know. Man United, number 7s. Who wore it and when?
Who wore it last?
After Ronaldo left?
Well, after Ronaldo left, I think it was Michael Owen. Michael Owen came in. He got the number 7. Then Valencia had it. Then I think it's either Memphis or Di Maria, then Memphis. I can't remember. Memphis left. Who else had the 7?
You got me, mate.
I don't know. I can't remember.
But regardless,
yeah.
Like Mason Mount is the new number 7 for Manchester United. And you know what?
It doesn't bother me what number he gets, to be honest.
As long as he performs, you don't give a shit.
As long as he performs. Now, look, it's the manager's. For me, it's not like, yeah, we signed him. He's over the line. All right, the manager got his number 1 target in that position. Could be looking for a replacement for Christian Eriksen. I would have personally pushed maybe more for Maddison. But obviously, he ended up going to Spurs.
Would have been a cheaper option.
Not much cheaper. Did he go for 40?
I mean, if he's going to Man United, you probably get a better deal.
If he's going to Man United, we're probably paying the same.
No, different. You probably pay 50.
Probably pay the same anyways. But I would have preferred I would have probably preferred Maddison over Mount. But I'm not complaining, to be honest, right? If I went into last season to say, give the manager what he wants. Yep. And if he fails, he dies on his own sword. We can't then look back and say, oh, the owners bought Cavani, the owners bought Ronaldo, the owners bought fucking all these duds.
The responsibility falls on to the manager.
And all this sort of shit. So the responsibility falls on my manager. And when it comes down to it, even though the Glazers might still be here because this takeover things, whatever, you're not looking at the Glazers. You'll be looking at, no, you wanted them. You wanted Mount. You wanted whoever fucking Amrabat, if he comes in as well, there'll be a decent option there.
Amrabat is not a bad. That's actually
I like
that
Amrabat.
Is actually a good
someone that's good on the ball. Even like Mason Mount, because he's not something spectacular, but in terms of ball retention, I think he does that well. But then these balls that he tries to play, look, it's a work in progress, I guess. But
there's something. Look, let's just call it. There's something that your manager sees in Mason Mount that he thinks is going to fit, just like Arsenal's Arteta thinks that Kai Havertz is going to be something. Now, it's hard to see it as a fan looking from where we are. Yeah. But when you look at Erik ten Hag and what he's been able to accomplish at Man United with the little bit of money that he's spent, you got to give him a little bit of credit. So I think if Mason Mount is the guy that he wants, like you said. Yes, he hasn't been great at Chelsea, much like Kai Havertz. But you give the manager a chance, you give the player a chance, and if you're proven wrong, then you jump for joy and say, "I was wrong, and I'm happy about it." Because this guy could come out and his career could just it could flourish at Man United. You never know, because a lot of players have gone to Chelsea. Raheem Sterling went to Chelsea. Kukurea went to Chelsea. João Felix even went to Chelsea. He didn't do very well. Enzo Fernandez went to Chelsea. He didn't do very well. Hakim Ziyech went from Ajax to Chelsea. What happened to him? All these players fucking died. Oh, don't tell me. You're kidding. Are you kidding me?
Yes.
Nice
little pre-season friendly. West Ham 3, Tottenham 2. Ange Postecoglou.
The man, the myth. Who scored these goals? Who scored these goals?
Not Harry Kane.
What do you mean?
Ings scored. Skamaka scored, Steve.
Skamaka's on the way out. Did you hear?
Yeah.
Yeah, you know what? He is. He's actually
I
looking.
wouldn't be surprised because under Moyes, cuz he ain't playing no fancy football that he did in Italy.
There's talks about him leaving, and he's a decent. Yeah?
Ings is a fucking
Milner. I swear he just doesn't die, bro. He just keeps going, bro.
Yeah, bro. So
look at that. Look at who was in goal for them. You know, who's their goalkeeper?
Do they have a keeper? Do they have a keeper?
They got some new goalkeeper.
Let's have a
some
look
Italian. I didn't know who he was.
Yeah, there is some Italiano, man.
Gianluigi
Donnarumma.
Almost Donnarumma. Almost. Nearly. He let in 2 goals. If it was Donnarumma, he would have let in one.
There you go. Maddison. I was speaking about Maddison. He started. Kane started. Kulusevski started. Fucking, I didn't think he was still alive, mate. Fucking, this guy, Bissouma, and for Oliver Skip, mate. There you go.
Skippy.
You go Pedro Porro, Romero, Tanganga.
Yeah, well, Pedro
Region, Pedro Porro, mate. Listen, West Ham get the
Emerson Royale sits on his ass.
Yeah, but where were we anyways, bro? Before we go interrupted,
we're at Man United, and we got that nice little update, you know.
But I'm look.
The Mount.
Mason Mount, look, we'll see. Depending what position we'll play, obviously, will be somewhere in the midfield. The combinations there, you got, obviously, what worked for us last year was Casemiro, Bruno, Eriksson. A bit more dynamic maybe with
more flair.
Yeah, when you have someone like
Mason
Mount in there, you know, for the bigger games where you're versus like the Manchester Cities, you need a bit more legs in there. You're not going to put Eriksson, right? We had a
depth, you got depth, but
100%. So it'll be interesting to see in that position. I hope he does well. I'm not someone that's like thinking he's a shit player. For even at Chelsea, I remember saying with that when we did that pod with Matt, I said, I don't know why you guys are smashing him, man. Like this, the whole team's shit. Let's be honest, you guys are in this position, and when under Lampard, when you guys had a transfer ban and had he was like your player of the season 2 years in a row with all the shit around anyway.
A lot of players did struggle at Chelsea, just the ones that I named there.
Even Enzo coming in, it's like he's trying to do everything, but it's not working out. Felix came in, was probably your best player.
Those 2 players were the best players.
Yeah,
those
half a season kind of thing, you know.
Those 2 came together and they actually mattered.
Yeah, so look, to me, I think it's a good signing in my opinion. We'll see how it pans out. And then obviously David De Gea, kind of, here's your contract. Actually, give us your contract back, kind of thing. Give it back. The reverse of that tax machine a couple of years ago.
You dangled the keys and he goes, yeah, and you kept on lifting.
Mate, look, there's 2 things, yeah. It's either here's the contract. Obviously, the wages were reduced. It's either you take reduced wages. If you don't, there's the door. And then it's like there's a possibility you are number 2, and then
I don't think he likes it.
Doesn't like that.
I think he likes it.
But in my opinion, it was maybe a couple of years too late on this deal. I think as much as I love De Gea, as much as he spent 12 years at the club, and he's one of them players, bro, that you're kind of always going to remember. But
good shot stopper, but
the game has gone past the shot stopping now, man. If you're not good with your feet, then unfortunately everything kind of crumbles in the back. Your centre backs don't have trust in you. You can't rely on you. And to top it off, a lot of errors leading up to goals. You can sit here and say, yeah, but he got the Golden Glove last season. Yeah, that's because the other teams let in, not because he was any good, to be honest. Because his errors leading up to goals
in games that are important.
Yeah, don't weigh up the shot stoppers though. If it wasn't for De Gea, this game we would have lost. Well, guess what? The errors that he did, the easy balls that are spilling past him, the one against West Ham,
have cost us an important matches.
Exactly. So, look, I hope David De Gea, look, he's still in his early 30s, bro. He's got still a long career to go. Saudi Arabia to get your paycheck. Go back to Spain, maybe there's opportunities there, wherever it might be. But look, Onana comes in.
Now that is
that's another number 1 target for Ten Hag, which you can't complain. Good playing out from the back, distribution, shot stopper. I'm not saying he's the complete keeper, but is a definitely upgrade in what we got. Now, when you look at playing out from the back, Martinez and Varane's probably not the best playing out from the back, but you don't need to have, that's why it's a mid centre-back partnership, because one does a bit of the dog work, one plays out from the back, one does all the tackling.
At the same time, if the ball does go from the centre-back to the goalkeeper,
they trust him.
The centre-back is like, I am under pressure. The goalkeeper gets the ball. You know that the ball that's going to be passed is going to be either pinged forward or it's going to be a pass that's not going to put you under more pressure. So that's the idea. You saw what Manchester City, what Pep Guardiola did at Manchester City. See you later, Joe Hart. I don't care, you're number one. Bravo, see you later. In comes Edison. And now everyone's sort of following suit. It's taken years. Arsenal, we've got our Aaron Ramsdale. He's doing his bits. Yes, he makes his mistakes, but playing out from the back. Now you guys have got your keeper. And Onana, to be honest, from playing out from the back, this is a kind of player that, much like most keepers do, can ping a ball from his own box and pretty much it turns into an assist.
Yeah.
He has got that capability. And if you get the right players up front, which, Rashford is one of those, and even Bruno.
But that's what you need because, you look at Edison and Alisson, how many, they've got assists with a long ping to a player,
Ramsdale
right? And
too. Yeah.
Ramsdale as well. So, 2 decent signings, a good start.
How much is Onana?
I'm gonna say 40, bro. 40, maybe a bit over 40.
It's fair.
Yeah,
It's a fair deal, bro.
for a keeper. For a keeper that had 5 years or 4 years left on his contract.
Exactly, and it's starting 11 straight in, and he's going to suit your system.
Yeah.
You couldn't ask for much more than that, and a keeper that most teams would be happy to have.
Yeah. So we'll see how that goes. I think we still need a backup keeper because the Henderson. I think they want to fuck him off. Yeah, he's a bit of a dumb cunt. But anyways, fuck him off. I think there was a Japanese or a Korean goalkeeper that was in the mix. I can't remember his name, but yeah, he was in the mix. We'll see what happens there. Obviously, we have to try to sell the other goalkeeper. We got Heaton still there. Oh, shit. Which is not a bad third choice. Bit of goalkeeper training with him,
Lloris, the bell.
No, that's okay. But yeah, that's our 2 signings at the moment, bro. Obviously, we're looking for more, looking for that number 9 option. Which are hard to come. Obviously, Vlahovic. Nothing in talks, but I'm saying in terms of number 9s that are currently sort of available. He's obviously looking maybe likely to go to PSG now. I know there was rumours with him going to Chelsea as well, but he's someone that's on the move or looking for a move. Vlahovic,
Osimhen.
Yeah, but Osimhen's the mafiosos over there. They're gonna want your arm, leg, and livers and
same
kidneys.
Same thing with Inter, Lautaro Martinez. They're never gonna sell him. It's like don't even come and knock on our door.
Exactly. So they're difficult ones unless something happens at the end of the window. Let's just say there is a takeover at the end of the window, and the Qataris come in and say, "Hey, bang, Osimhen, here's the money." There you go, kind of thing. Yeah. Then that might be like a last minute deadline day kind of move. But bro, the other one's HOJLUND. Yeah, that's another option. Apparently, United are putting in a bid, or soon-ish they're going to be putting in a bid. I think the price that they want for him is a little bit too much. You're looking at 70 million.
A bit inflated,
euros. It might be. I don't know. Definitely, bro. If you get
£60 million.
Yeah, I think if you get him for around 50, then yeah. I reckon you go for him, but hey, look, Tottenham just lost, so maybe Harry Kane might be spinning his head and saying, "Hey,
I said it a long time
ago. Man United,
I said
the money needs to be there. Levy needs to make a decision whether he takes the cash or he walks for free. So maybe that's why they're stalling on these bids, bro, with the number 9. Say, look, let's keep in talks with Levy, see what he's up to. Say, hey, listen, he's gonna go on a free. You're rather, but I know Levy doesn't want to send him to a rival. What does Bayern want you? Bayern give you 70? We'll give you 80.
Well, Bayern have actually offered 90 million euro, and Levy has said no.
And then United like 90 million pounds.
He probably will still say no.
Yeah,
I reckon when it comes to United, they're gonna have to hit 120 minimum before
just to get a look in. But look, bro,
Levy.
Look, Steve. On our end, there's so much more. I do think we need a right back as well. Denzel Dumfries is one that I've been talking about for maybe over a year now. It didn't do too bad in the World Cup. I think again you're dealing with Inter. They do need money.
Yeah.
So maybe there's a few exchanges that can be made there as well. But it'll be interesting to see. But maybe another centre back. Maybe, but I think that number 9 has to get sorted because if you can throw in a Martial somewhere in the mix for a striker. Hey, we'll give you 80 million and Martial. You give us Harry Kane. You never know. But whatever. You never know. There's options there. But look, I think...
I was just going to ask you one thing. Like, how do you feel about Maguire going to West Ham?
Steve, start the car. We pick him up and we take him now. Because West Ham are doing brilliant. They beat Spurs. they beat Spurs. They conceded 2, so it means they need a kind of a good defender.
They got rid of their star player and Declan
him,
Rice.
We stripped him from his captaincy.
Spurs have gone in and signed, made a few signings, and they still lost to West Ham.
They still lost to West Ham. Yeah, look, Maguire stripped from his captaincy, which means he could be out the door. I know there's a few players looking to get out. McTominay, Fred are buyers, or I'm saying they're the ones you can maybe get some buyers for. But look, we'll see what happens, yeah. I think we should just leave it at that, Steve. Once maybe next week, the week after, a few more bids flying in, a few more checks being cleared, a few fax machines being sent out.
We'll chat some Tottenham and chat some City. I think Manchester City's situation at the moment is a lot of people going away, but no one coming in, and that's an interesting one. It really is.
See what happens, guys. But look, like always, Steve, thanks for joining me on the transfer talk, guys. Make sure you go check out the Aussie Gooner on Instagram, on YouTube. He's very close to hitting that 500 subscriber mark on YouTube, so make sure you go over there, hit that subscribe button. And yeah, look, guys, we're back. Maybe we'll see how long the next video is. But since we'll see you next time, I guess like, share, how'd it go? Like, share,
subscribe, and uru.
And uru, mate. There you go. Can't see you later.